Good morning, friends. This morning quote is very relevant. Every one of us is a story in our life. Uh, a 24-year-old boy was traveling in a train with his dad. Uh, while looking out of the window, the boy shouted and said to his dad, "Look, dad, the trees are moving with us." A young couple sitting beside just looked at the boy with the pity and just smiled and looked surprisingly at his behavior, childish behavior. The second time the boy again shouted and said, "Dad, look, the clouds are running behind." The young couple couldn't resist and said to the man, "Why don't you take your son to a good doctor?" The man replied, "Yes, I did. We are coming from the hospital. Today, the boy got his eyes. He was blind from birth, and today only he got his eyes." Now the couple, young couple, got embarrassed because they didn't know the reality about the boy. The boy was blind from birth, and that the day he was shouting and saying that, "Look, the clouds are running behind, the trees are moving with us." Actually, that was the day when he got his eyes. So, without knowing the reality about anything, the couple laughed at the boy and just pointed at his father and said that you should have taken him to a doctor. Actually, in fact, they had taken that boy to a doctor, and the boy got his eyes that very day. And so, for the first time, he was able to see. So, we should never judge a person without knowing the reality about it. Often, this happens. We often laugh at people, we often criticize people in our life, we often give comments without knowing the reality about that person. A person in his life, how he's struggling, how he's coping with the challenges, how he is able to manage his family, how he's trying to keep himself updated, what difficulties he or she is facing in life. Unless you know the reality about someone, you have no right to comment and criticize. Every one of us has a story in our life, and that story is not very different. Someone is struggling to survive, someone is struggling to earn and live, someone is struggling to succeed in life. There are struggles in life, someone's family has problem. So friends, it is very very important to know the reality about something and then analyze and then try to examine what actually is the reality. People often go on mocking the neighbors and mocking the friends, and they say, "Well, this person is too miser. He doesn't, change his clothes day by day. He's wearing the same kind of attire." But actually, they do not know the reality that the person, besides keeping himself, updated, he has to keep his children studying. He has to manage his family. He has to look after other affairs. So the fact is that we have to understand the reality of anything, and then only we have to put it and give a comment or give a decision. Often we give our decision without knowing something. Often we are in haste to comment upon people. It's very bad. We should know the reality about that person, we should know the reality about that situation. Situations for individual to individual differ, and one person having a very comfortable life may not be the case with the other person. The other person may be struggling for survival. So we have to understand, we have to have the sympathy and soft heart for every kind of situation, every kind of people. And that is the reason why the couple sitting in the train didn't really know that the boy was blind by birth, and that was the very first day that he got his eyes, and that is the reason why he was so excited and happy that he looked out of the window and enjoyed the sight. For the first time he was able to see something with his eyes, because he was blind by birth. And so, without knowing the reality, the couple went on, giving comment and suggestion to the man, and just uh, pitied with the child. Actually, they should have known the reality. So this is the fact. We should always try to know the reality before giving any comment or before giving any judgment. So we should never judge any person without knowing the reality about him. That is what I wanted to put on. Thank you. Have a nice day.